Well, it's a good question. I think, just in terms of who I am as a person, obviously my family, my parents had huge influences who I am. And also, my background being Hispanic, my culture, being Mexican, have kind of given me a lot of the views on how I perceive culture, particularly. I remember being 6 years old at my great grandfather's house. And I remember asking him, who are the people that design houses? And this was in Mexico. And we actually lived with him for a bit. And he told me, well, architects do. I just remember thinking, and with my mother, because we didn't have a place to, we didn't have our own place that we called home. I just remember having this goal and dream of becoming an architect one day so I can build a house for my mother and build a house for like my relatives. Like I thought, like if I can become an architect, then I can provide this for them. My core values have a lot to do with reciprocity. So what are your values? Because at the end of the day, I've always believed, especially in architecture, that it's the end user who's going to live with the project for the rest of their life or the rest of the project's life. I'm not. I'm here to help that person and create a vision and make sure that their values are followed through in that process. So I mean I think it's the simply asking questions. That's if I can sum it up as quickly as possible. It's asking as many questions as possible. It's to to not ever preconceive the solution. It's to just stop and to think about the questions even and then ask the questions. It's a little bit about value. So when it comes to collaboration, it's valuing what they're bringing to the table. Um, because the only way they can appreciate anything that we do or design or anything like that, and for them to allow to be able to be a part of the bigger picture, is to make sure that they feel included. Yeah, so Peter Zumthor, I think is, I think is a great architect to bring up, and I will say how he impacted me was during my first year of architecture studio at ASU. He was the first architect, and that they made us go and research and study. Some of the challenges I think I face as an architect is just where I'm from culturally, just being Hispanic, being a minority. I think that was part of the reason why I was so timid when I was younger, because people within my own community, people within my own family told me that architects aren't of color. There's no, that doesn't exist. Is that you can do it. I mean, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. School can sometimes be hard. Outside forces can make you want to quit. So my advice to the future architects out there is don't stop believing in yourself. And if you want to do it, just do it.